Twitch has got a weird love affair going on with their biggest political streamer, HasanAbi. He does reprehensible and non-reconcilable actions on stream, and Twitch just kind of sucks him off for it. So I'm going to talk about that. So a couple of months ago, Hasan interviewed a teenager from Yemen. Who was this teenager, you might ask? Well, this teenager was a terrorist. And I'm not using that word lightly. This is by definition, by own admission, a Houthi terrorist. And when Hasan has this teenager on stream, instead of asking, the important questions, what are happening to the hostages you have taken from the Galaxy leader, the ship that they boarded and took control of by gunpoint and is now a tourist location for people to go and visit within Yemen. So instead of asking these important questions, where are the hostages, what's happening with the ship, or, why are you anti-Semitic? Instead, he asks, and I'm not going to ask it, I'm just going to play the clip now.
Okay, this is a stupid question. Okay, you can preface it with that. Does he know what One Piece is?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
One Piece is that an organization?
No, One Piece is an anime.
Oh, اوكي اول شيء بقول لك انه ممكن هذا السؤال يكون شوي اهبل بس نسالك تعرف شو هو ون بيس عم بسمع في ون بيس
اكيد يعني منذ الطفوله وانا اشاهد ون بيس لوفي.
Is it Luffy?
Yeah, he said he's been watching it since he was a kid.
No way!
Yeah.
That's sick.
I have no words for what just happened. And it reminds me of this Sidemen clip that's really funny. And when Harry says this, because he's going to say big up a terrorist organization, he's going to say round of applause for the Taliban. But when he says this, look at everyone else's reaction around him.
Yeah. Taliban.
Let's go. Round of applause for Taliban, boys and girls.
Whoa.
It's the correct answer. It's the correct answer.
Yeah.
That's sick.
How can you be so brain rotten, so stupid, so brain dead that you can clap for a terrorist and then say that I'm just gonna play the clip.
Yes, that's fire. That's so fire. Oh my god, dude, we think the Houthis Ansar Allah is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
And sure, interviewing one guy not very well, doing a shit job of it, and him being a terrorist, forgivable. One mistake. You make a mistake, you move on. But not only has Hasan doubled down, he's also said some really outrageous things. So, for instance, this clip.
I talked to a teenager from Yemen, okay? Who everyone called, myself included, called Tim Houthi Charlemagne, or Charlemagne.
Is that the One Piece one?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This kid is like, he was like 19 at the time when I talked to him, which means that for most of his life, he has withstood genocide, right? Like he is a person whose only experience is like, it's literally like talking to fucking Anne Frank, basically, okay? Being able to talk to Anne Frank in real time.
Yes. My favourite bit of the Anne Frank book is when she is, taking over U-boats and huge cargo ships and carrying an assault rifle through Yemen, claiming to be a Houthi, I love that bit of Anne Frank's fucking diary. That, oh my god, I'm so glad he brought that up. I actually hoped he brought that up so I could compare it to the fact that Anne Frank is not a fucking Houthi, my brother in Christ. Anne Frank was not an active terrorist. She was fleeing for her life from the Nazi regime. This man is actively, whether he's a victim of genocide or not, you know what? Yemen has faced a lot of bombing campaigns. Yemen has faced a lot of conflict. I agree. That doesn't give you the right to take a fucking ship that's going from Turkey to India, and then, even if you didn't take the ship, to take pictures with the hostages as if that's a normal thing to do. And the fact that this biggest Twitch streamer, this huge Twitch streamer, the biggest political Twitch streamer, is glazing a terrorist and not getting banned is bonkers. And the worst part is, this isn't even the only time he has glazed and sucked the knob of the Houthis. Here's another clip of him sharing Houthi propaganda on his stream, for crying out loud. How is this allowed on Twitch?
Need the money.
Oh, you want to see a Houthi musical?
Sure.
These were the people that the Saudis were killing, by the way, just so you know. These fucking musically gifted individuals.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I need the money, guys.
I'm gonna drop my food. Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to play of that, because I don't really want to share Houthi fucking propaganda, because, you know, I'm a sane, rational, normal human being. But I will read out to you right now some of the lyrics of this song that he played for his Twitch viewers and his friend, who, by the way, he just left in there and went to get his scran and just had his friend sit there while he played fucking Houthi propaganda. Crazy. So the lyrics go, we don't care, we don't care, we don't care. Turn it into a major world war. My heart longs for the rifle. By God, this life is forbidden for me. On God's path, bitterness tasted sweet. Welcome, O death, O our wish. And Hasan is sharing this. For what reason? For what reason could he possibly have to play this and then call them musically talented individuals as if they've not been hijacking cargo ships for shits and gigs? You know what? Here's a clip of that.
So they started taking over these ships. They started targeting the ships. If you pass through, they communicate with you. They're like, hey, where are you going? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. If you're trying to get in there, we're going to fucking bomb you.
Are there people on this helicopter right now?
Yes. What do you mean? Of course there are people on this helicopter. What do you think, is a fucking drone?
Kind of, from this angle.
No, there are people on this helicopter.
So this is like a hostile. They're streaming this?
Yeah. Yeah. They're flexing.
Weird flex, but okay.
And I'm not going to keep playing this clip because, again, it's just Houthi propaganda. The Houthis shared this for it to be seen, so I'm not going to show it. But, yeah. Apparently the Houthis are flexing on us by, you know, forcibly taking our cargo ships. That's a normal way to flex, you know. Big up Rice Gum. Guess he's taking a cargo ship next. Snakes on my galaxy leader. And just to go back to the Houthi interview just for a quick second, look at this tweet by Hasan. And now I wonder why he didn't Photoshop himself into the picture of this young Yemeni in front of the galaxy leader. I wonder why he didn't Photoshop himself into a picture of the young Yemeni with a gun. Maybe it's because he can't be seen that way, and yet he is interviewing a man like this and glazing him. This tweet is glaze, for crying out loud. He's proper slopping on that shit. This is the wettest blowjob I've ever seen in my life. And even in the face of half of the internet telling Hasan that what he did was fucking dumb and stupid, he just continues to double down and compare him to Anne Frank or Monkey D. Luffy. Crying out loud, never did I think the same human being would be compared to both Anne Frank and Luffy. What? How could you be both? And before anyone comes at me saying I'm anti-Palestine or anti-Muslim or just whatever, I'm gonna insert a couple of clips of the document I'm making. Just know I know my shit when it comes to Palestine is all I'm gonna say. And quickly, just so you don't have to read that, I'll synopsize it. I do not think that Zionism is inherently wrong. I think the way specific Jewish people within the state of Israel have interpreted Zionism is inherently wrong, i.e. the constant pushing of its borders into the West Bank, into the Gaza Strip, the, you know, Golan Heights, all of that stuff. All of that, I believe, is wrong. But the idea that the Jewish people deserve their own state is not wrong. Not at all. But neither is the fact that Palestinians deserve their own state. So, just for the record here, free Palestine, protect Israel. It's that simple, boys. But just to close this video out, what Hasan's been doing is so fucked, and he doesn't understand that he isn't actually fighting for Palestine here, and neither is that kid. He is a Houthi terrorist, alright? And I used to watch Hasan quite a lot. I'd watch his YouTube videos, specifically after October 7th. I didn't really watch him before that, but after that I was like, okay, this looks like an objective view of the facts. It was not an objective view of the facts. Hasan does not give you an objective view of the facts. What Hasan does is bends to any narrative framing that fits his ideology, and it's gross, it's terrible, and that's about it. I just really, really despise the fact that Twitch, one, won't ban him for sharing Houthi propaganda, won't ban him for interviewing a Houthi on stream, but will ban anyone for anything, full stop. So, yeah. Fuck Dan Clancy, I guess.